guys, I'm Kavett, and I know that a lot of you are heading back to school, so today we're going to make some DIY textbook covers. However, before we get into that, I wanted to tell you that this video is sponsored by Moose Toys, the company that makes Beados Teeneez. That's so fun to say, Beados Teeneez, Beados Teeneez. You guys know that I only take on sponsorships of products that I really like and that I think you guys are going to like too. And the Beados Teeneez are an easy craft to make your own jewelry, bag charms, anything you like. Here's how it works. When you open up the box, you get all of these Beados in all different colors. The instructions are so easy to follow. You literally just pick your pattern, put it in place under the beads tray, and then put the Beados in place to make your design. Then fill up the included spray bottle with water and give it a few good sprays. There's no glue or heat or anything dangerous to worry about, literally just water. So after 20 minutes it should be dry and the Beados are magically stuck together. These are so cute and it would be such a fun activity for middle schoolers or really anyone to decorate their backpack or make their own necklaces. If you want to learn more about all the different products and accessories that are available, I'll have all the information about the Beados Teeneez right down below. Alright, so now let's get on to the textbook covers. Of course, you could also apply any of these ideas to your notebook cover or your binder cover, and yeah, let's get started. You'll want to start by covering all of your books with simple white paper to get a totally blank canvas to work on. I just used a roll of paper like this, which I'll link down below. Now this first one is so easy. We're just covering it in washi tape. You can get sets of washi tape like these, or just collect all your own favorite colors and patterns. Put down your first piece, and I like putting them at an angle, but you can do vertical or horizontal stripes or whatever you want. Just keep putting down all of your tape, and when the tapes themselves are so busy, I think it looks best to repeat the same pattern all over the book. Make sure that you're also flipping the book over to cover the back as well, and that you're folding the extra tape onto the inside of the book cover, making sure not to stick them to the book itself. Now, I love washi tape, but it's not the most durable craft supply for something that you'll be carrying around with you every day. So to keep your book looking like new all year long, cover it with a layer of clear packing tape. And I put mine down at the same angle as my washi tape. Now you could be finished here, but I decided I also wanted to label mine. So I printed out the name of my class backwards and carefully cut out all of the letters. Once again, put them in place using packing tape, and I probably should have done this before that first layer of packing tape, but I forgot I wanted to label mine until I had already added all of that tape. So I just did 2 layers, but it's fine. I think it still looks really cute. Seriously, even if you don't like math, you're going to be looking forward to math class just so you can show off your adorable textbook. Next, we're still using tape, but this time we're using duct tape to make a gradient checkerboard design. Lay down your first 2 colors on your cutting mat and cut them down to get 1-inch squares, or whatever size squares you want. Then carefully pick them up and add them to your textbook, and I'd recommend using a ruler to keep the first row straight, because otherwise the entire design is going to be crooked. Now for the second row, we're going to use the second color in our gradient along with a third color, and so on and so on. This pattern isn't hard to figure out. I think you guys get it. When you've covered the entire book, fold the extra tape over to the inside of the book cover, and once again, you could be finished, but I decided to label mine. Oh, but before that, after saying how easy this pattern is, I know that I got the last line wrong. I should have brought the teal back in, but everyone makes mistakes. So to label the book, put down white tape and print out your class subject in whatever font you like. Then tape the pattern in place and carefully cut out each letter, cutting through both the pattern and the duct tape. Once you've cut the whole thing out, remove the extra tape and then carefully pick up each letter and press it into place. And to add some flair, cut out some trapezoids and add 3 to the top and the bottom. And that's it. Just press everything really securely into place and you've got a duct tape book cover that will definitely brighten up your locker. Now you'll want to grab some old magazines because it's time to make a collage. Go through and cut out any pictures or words that speak to you until you have a big pile to pick through. Try to find images of all different sizes, including some large ones. I'd recommend covering the entire background with a large image because then you won't have to worry about any of the white background peeking through. As you glue things in place, don't worry about using a ton of glue. We're just tacking everything down so it stays in place later when we cover it up with tape. So just arrange your collage however you like, making sure to continue it over on the back of the book as well. Once you're happy with how it looks, trim off any large overhanging areas, and then just like before, cover the entire thing with packing tape to seal it in and keep it looking nice all year long. Fold the extra tape over the inside of the book cover, and you're finished. This would be such a fun project to do with your friends after school on that first day when your only homework is to cover your books. Next, we're going to make this book cover that has cute little pockets for photos or notes or whatever you want. Begin by covering your book cover with packing tape to protect it. I'm actually using this packing tape that has a grid on it, which I think looks really cool, but I'm gonna be totally honest, I'm pretty sure that this exact tape has been discontinued, but I'll try to find some similar options and link them down below. Anyway, once you've covered the entire book cover with tape, you'll need business card holder binder sheets. Again, I'll link to where you can get these down below. Cut down the sheet to have just 3 pockets. Repeat that with the other half of the sheet to get another set of 3. Then arrange them in the center of the book cover and cover the entire back with double-sided tape. Really press them down to stick on there, and then you're done. These pockets are the perfect size for Instax photos, so you can switch out all of your favorite photos of your friends all year long, and you can also stick little notes and reminders in there too. It's both cute and practical, my favorite kind of DIY. And finally, we're going to make this rainbow heart book cover, which I promise you don't need any artistic ability to be able to make. Begin by taking your book cover off of your book and covering the back of it with packing tape. This will make the paper a lot stronger while leaving the front untouched for us to paint onto. Once you've covered the back with tape, put it onto your book. And then either print or draw a heart and cut it out. Lightly trace the heart with a pencil, and then you'll need a rainbow of puffy 3D paint. Do a few test dots on scrap paper, and then begin filling in the heart with little pink dots. Once you've done a section, move on to the next color to make a lovely little rainbow inside the heart. Let it dry completely, and then use an eraser to carefully erase the pencil line. And then you can fill it in as much as you want until you're happy with how it looks. To finish it off, make an outline around the heart with pink dots, and then keep those lines going with all the other colors of the rainbow to fill in all of the empty space. I love how simple this is, but it looks adorable, and the paint is a little 3D, so it has a really nice texture too. You could do this for all of your books with all different shapes and all different colors. But wait, before I go, I have one more little back-to-school hack to show you. If you want to add a bookmark to your textbook, you can cut a piece of ribbon and then carefully use hot glue to glue it in place on the inside of the book cover. Be careful to let the hot glue dry completely so it doesn't stick to the book itself, but then you have a nice little bookmark to keep your place at whatever chapter you're up to, and it literally took like 3 seconds to make. So I hope you guys liked those fun textbook designs and that you're all ready to go back to school. I know from the comments in my last few videos that some of you are already in school, which is crazy because I never started until mid-September and you guys are in school from like August 1st. But anyway, if you're already in school, I hope it's going well for you. So if you want even more ideas, I showed you how to make an emoji textbook cover in my video from a few weeks ago, and I also made a video like this over on HGTV Handmade last year with even more textbook design ideas. So both of those videos and a ton more videos will be in my back to school playlist, which I'll link at the end of this video. If you're still watching this video, here's your homework. It's a classic. I want you to leave me a comment telling me what you did over the summer, and include the word pineapple somewhere in your comment, and then I'll know that you watched until the end of the video and you'll just be my new favorite person. Happy back to school, good luck with your classes, and I'll see you all next week with another DIY video. Bye guys!